What's going on, family? What's going on, family? I can't see anything right now, so if anybody is in, peace and love, peace and love. If you are in right now, peace and love, peace and love. Come on in, y'all. Check in, check in, check in, tap in, all that. What's going on, family? This is words of encouragement, because I'm always encouraged. Little words of encouragement, because I'm always encouraged. Always encouraged. I was thinking to myself the other day, y'all, like, I'm 30 years old. I'm like, yo, why don't I have any, and this is no offense to nobody, okay? I was like thinking to myself, like, why don't I have any gray hairs? Like, why? Like, I can cut my whole head and my hairline, like, just grow back like it was, like, if I was 18. You feel what I'm saying? And I had to think to myself, like, I really don't stress about anything. All right? I really don't stress. I was thinking about my life, like, and I reevaluate my life all the time. And I can honestly tell myself, not just y'all, but to myself, I can look in the mirror and honestly tell myself, hey, you're making progression. Okay, I can honestly tell myself that. I'm not even talking about no consumer law, no contract law. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Okay, put all that to the side. Okay, this live is not really about consumer law, your rights. We may get to that at the end of this live, but this live is more about just being a righteous person. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got kids, like multiple kids that live in different states. All right, so when y'all see me with my kids, I be away from home. You see what I'm saying? So I wasn't always like that. All right, I wasn't always like that. Okay, so I can honestly see the change and the growth in myself. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of folks, like, even when I'm in the airport, like with my kids, it just be me. Like, the moms don't be around. So I'll be in the airport with my kids, like, literally babies. So then I'll be seeing, like, folks will walk up and, hey, man, you're doing a great job. You're doing an amazing job. I don't even be thinking about it. I don't even be thinking about that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, because in my mind, I'm like, okay, I know the mom, okay, my kid's mom, I got two women that I have children by. So one is with 3, one is with 1. Okay, the one that's with 3, I know she deals with my kids majority of the time. You see what I'm saying? We do 2 weeks, just so we can do 50-50 for the month. And it hasn't always been like that. It hasn't always been like that. All right, I'm just trying to, this message is really more for the dads or the new dads or the dads that looking to be dads. Okay, this is really what this live is for. All right, it's not really about consumer law or anything like that. So y'all don't got to sit here and listen to all this, but this is more for the dads, more for the soon-to-be dads, or if you're a dad now and you haven't been doing the best job as a dad, and you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to. I haven't always been the best dad. All right, especially to my first kid. All right, my oldest is 8. All right, my next child was well, he's 2. Okay, so I went 6 years. I went 6 years without having another kid. You see what I'm saying? So it was just one. So in meaning, I wasn't always the best father, wasn't the best role model. Okay, I had my daughter when I was 22. All right, I was 22, still trying to find my way, not making the excuse, nothing like that, but I was in college, dropped out of college when I found that I had a kid on the way. You see what I'm saying? So I did a lot of things that I felt like I shouldn't had to have done. Okay, yeah, the first kid is always the fuck up, because it was like I was trying to be a family man, but still trying to find my purpose. And that shit is so tough. And there's a lot of men right now, it's probably some of y'all women that have father of y'all children that are going through what I'm talking about right now. They probably not going to tell you. They're probably not ever going to admit it to you, okay? They probably never can communicate it to you, because when I was 22 years old, I could not communicate what the hell I was going through. To the mother of my child, she just thought I was just out doing whatever I was doing, not giving the, you see what I'm saying? That just wasn't the case. All right, so, all right, and I feel like I speak for a lot of new fathers, okay? New fathers, you know what I'm saying? You, in your mind, you telling yourself, you're gonna be the best dad, you're gonna be the best dad. But when you see your life has to change, like you can't do what you normally do, because if you have the kid all the time, there's a lot of things you just can't do. So I shout out to all the moms that's really holding it down. So, because I really got a whole new outlook, like when I have all my kids with me. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing 2 cries go on at once, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to get overwhelmed. I would call their mama, hey man, go get these damn kids. You know what I'm saying? I can't focus. I got it. You see what I'm saying? Like whole time, like what would she do if she was hearing this? So I'm a competitor. So I look at it like, man, I can't just be weak. If she can do it, I can do it. You see what I'm saying? So again, for all y'all fathers that don't ever get your kids, okay, I'm trying to tell you that time that you putting in with them, all right, that the principles you put in, the morals you put into them, okay, that shit starts early. You can't wait till they 15. I'm gonna wait till they get old. Cause I remember telling myself that I remember telling myself, when my daughter was born, I said, she young now. She ain't gonna know what's going on. I'm gonna go out and build what I'm supposed to be building, and then I'm gonna come. You see, that's literally what I was telling myself. So I would literally go months without seeing. I was going months without seeing my kid. I was doing contract jobs, so I'll be on the job for like 3 months at a time, meaning we working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. You see what I'm saying? So, but my kid's mom didn't like that shit, because she was like, hey, I don't want you being away, even though we wasn't together, but she was like, you're spending a lot of time away. In my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm trying to get this bag. What the fuck you mean I ain't spending time with my kid? Yo, I'm sending money. You feel me? Like, because in my mind, I'm working. You see what I'm saying? I'm sending home the bacon. You feel what I'm saying? But not realizing, yo, I'm missing so much time. I wasn't there when my daughter was first started walking. You see what I'm saying? I missed all that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I'm like, it'll be fine. I'll have other kids. I was really telling myself that. Again, I went 6 years before I had my next kid. I'm getting a little personal right now. All right, just because I just really want to be transparent with a lot of fathers. All right, because just like I get on women's ass, we got to get on men's ass too. I had to get on myself a lot of times. Like a lot of times I had to tell them, hey man, you wrong. Okay, you can put this business to the side. Okay, so if a lot of y'all been trying to tap in with me all week, last week, yo, I've been in straight dad mode. Like straight dad mode 24/7. Like no assistance. Not saying I'm looking for pity party, because women do it all the damn time. But I'm just saying now I kind of see, yo, it's hard trying to run a business and being full time. Not saying this can't be done. Not saying it can't be done. You know what I'm saying? But compartmentalizing all what you got going on, yo, that shit is pivotal. Okay, you can have all the money in the world. My kids don't know about money. You feel what I'm saying? My kids, my daughter, when she sees me, she's like, oh my gosh, my dad's so rich. But she doesn't really, you feel me? She just wants time. Like my babies, they don't know what the hell money is. They don't know what their dad doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't know that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that. All they know is time. Like it's daddy, can I come? Daddy, can I? You see what I'm saying? So understanding that mindset, okay, and like your kids need your time, not necessarily the money. Okay, the mama needs the money. The kids need the time. I'll say it again. The mamas need the money. The kids need the time. Okay? And I'm going to get into some deep ass shit on this live. Okay? I'm going to get into some deep ass shit because I have done a lot of evaluation, a lot of studying, a lot of evaluation, understanding what's going on. Okay? So I'm going to kind of bring in the child support and basically the hidden escrow that the state has for each child, okay? There's a hidden escrow account placed away for every child that is born in the hospital that has a birth certificate, okay? So remember that, because I'm going to get to that at the end of this live. But anyways, men, dads, fathers, okay, stepfathers, whoever you are, okay, I'm here to let you know your child needs your time, okay? I'm going to be real because I'm a realist. All right, I tell my daughter straight up when we playing a game and it's a boring-ass kid game, I tell her, I like, look, baby, I don't want to play this. This shit is boring, okay? We're going to have to play something that can kind of match both our interests, okay? Because I don't want to play this little kiddie-ass game. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to play all little kid shit all day. You know what I'm saying? But you got to find something. You got to find something in the middle. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying sit around and watch Sesame Street all goddamn day. But I'm just saying, give her some time. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Just chill. Do it. And I'm not talking about sitting there and being on your phone, because I used to do this too. I used to think in my mind, I'm spending time with them by being around them. But if I'm in my phone the whole time, I'm there, but I'm not there. You see what I'm saying? So again, so it's like two traps we'll fall into. The first trap is I gotta go get this money, even though it might mean I can't see my kid. I gotta get this bread. That's the first trap we fall into. Second trap is, okay, is I'm there, I'm with the kid, but I'm not really doing nothing with the kid. You see what I'm saying? I'm not really doing. I'm beside my child, but I'm all in my phone. You know what I'm saying? And I remember myself doing that. You see what I'm saying? If I catch myself doing that now, I'll be like, oh, I throw the phone to the side. So that's why, like, when I have my kids, I really don't really be doing no business. You see what I'm saying? I live bill free. You see what I'm saying? I'm living bill free. All right. So it's like all my time really goes to my kids. If I have any free time, I'm flying out, going to see my kids. And I'm planning on having more kids. So it's like, because I know once they get a certain age, and I'm putting this time in now, by the time they 18, 20 years old, you see what I'm saying? They're already going to be suited and booted for the world, for the matrix, for society, however you want to put it. All right. But I know I have to put the time in to get that type of respect from them. It's not just money. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the dad that just, the kid just know, oh, well, my dad will buy it. Oh, well, my dad got money, but he don't spend time with me. You don't want to be the dad known for that, because when they get older, they going to say that shit. And the one thing I don't want to hear my kids say, yeah, my dad was never around, but he was rich as hell. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear celebrities do that shit now, and I understand the sacrifice that needs to be made. That's why I love that I understood these laws. Because if I didn't understand these laws, y'all, I would probably still be doing contract work. You know what I'm saying? Working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, getting paid $30 to $40 an hour. I thought that was good. You feel what I'm saying? Because nobody that was locally where I was living at was making that type of money. So I would always go do travel contracting. All right, so that's the life that I lived before consumer law, travel contracting. Okay, so understanding that, and I don't put a lot of my homeboys on contract. I don't put a lot of people on contract, because in my mind, again, it was better than doing a local job. I was able to see the country for free. Okay, I've been to some great ass places, and I've been to some real shitty ass places. All right, I got storage for days. All right, storage for days. I done did strike work. I done did order selecting. I done did what else? What else? I done lied on. I done lied on so many resumes. I done worked on. I've done been a composite technician working on airplanes. I done installed solar panels on top of hospitals. You know what I'm saying? Just doing different shit around the country. All right, just trying to make $1, trying to get the max dollar. If I was never at a job for long, all right, only time I was on a job for long was when I was on contracting. I did contracting for about 5 years, off and on. So again, I was literally spending so much time for my daughter, and hearing her mom say, "You forget the money. You need to spend time. You need to spend time." They say I'm freezing. Let me know when it get right. Let me know when it gets right. Still freezing. Still freezing. We still froze. We still froze. All right, bet. But yeah, anyways, spend a lot of time for my kids. And when I was around my kids, I was always tired. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, I was working so many hours, making great money. All right, making great money. All right, but when I used to get around my kids, I would be tired as hell. Wouldn't want to be ready to do nothing. My daughter, she's lit. My daughter got way more energy than I ever had in my life. You see what I'm saying? She is lit. You feel me? She be on go. She want to always do something. She's very adventurous. So with that, you got to match that. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't matching that, you know what I'm saying, at all. Because, again, all my energy was going towards something that I didn't even have to do, overstanding these laws and these contract laws. Now, okay, I didn't know this before. So I'm speaking for the ones that is working 12 hours, 16 hours. You know what I'm saying? And when you get off work, you don't even see your damn kid. The kid been at school all day from 8 to 5 because they got daycare. All right. You might see them before they go to school and right before they go to sleep. All right. So are you raising your kid? You got to really think. You got to really ask yourself that, because a lot of folks say, well, I got to do this because if I don't do this, I ain't going to. Yeah, what's more important, you having that money or you losing the type of bond that you should really be having with your child? You don't know nothing about your kid. I know I used to always have to ask, what size shoe my daughter wear? What size shoe you wear? And her mom would always get mad, like, how you keep forgetting what size shoe your daughter wears? Like, how do you keep forgetting, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I would be thinking about so much other shit the whole time, like, I don't even know my daughter's shoe size by heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a while ago. Man, I know that motherfucker now. But make sure they ain't. Oh, I thought somebody was crying. All right, but yeah. Yeah, I'm in the garage, by the way, y'all. I ain't smoking near the kids. But yeah, so I didn't know my daughter's shoe size at an early age, when she was like young, like 2-3 years old. And her mom would always like get on me like, how you don't know yourself? In my mind, I'm like, man, I'm working 16 hours, man. I don't even, and thinking that is cool to say. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's a lot of guys out there that don't spend time with their kids and they kind of trying to cover it up under, well, I'm getting money. A lot of y'all ain't even getting no money. Meaning you broke and you ain't spending time with your kid. All right? Now, I've been told, I know some men probably have been in a situation where you didn't have any money. You didn't have a dime to your name, but you still try to spend time with your kid. And there are some women out here that won't let you see your child unless you have some money to contribute. All right? Trust me. For the women that's out there that don't know there are women like that, trust me, I have been in a situation where, hey, you better have some money or you can't see your kids. All right, so so for the brothers that's going through that, I'm here for you. I know it's real. Okay, I know what's going on. All right, like, a lot of women not going to understand that, because a lot of women not going to tell their homegirls what they're doing. They always make the guy seem like he's the bad guy. All right. First of all, this guy, he's trying to figure it out. All right. Granted, he don't have a kid on his hip. All right. Which means he should be making the most of his decision. He shouldn't be at his homeboy house playing fucking video games all goddamn day. All right. Now, a lot of the folks are saying stuff like they be streaming. Yeah, you streaming, but you ain't making no money off streaming. Like, what? Like, at least if you ain't gonna have your kid with him, you got to be making the most out of your situation. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be out here wasting time. You cannot be out here. Now, again, I play the game too. But I also got my ducks in a row. Okay, I also got my ducks in a row. All right, I can sit on the game in my draws. I can sit on my game butt ass naked and just play the fucking game all goddamn day. And wish a woman would say something. All right, but a lot of brothers, it's not like that. All right, and I remember being with my homeboys playing video games broke as hell, knowing damn well I had to send my kid's mom some money. All right, so again, I'm speaking to the fellas right now. All right, y'all know who I'm talking to. You can't be no internet dad. All right, you can't be. I don't really even like posting my kids like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I have to speak for the new fathers and the fathers to be. All right, I feel like I speak for the new fathers or the old fathers. All right, or the old fathers. All right, I'm just letting you know, if you ain't spending time with your kid, man, you know what you're going to be doing? Like a lot of these dads that got older do now, they try to come back. Hey, man, I want to spend some time. But the kid is so lost now, it's like, man, they don't respect nothing you saying. Like, what? You wasn't there? Why would I listen to you? You came around when I was 15. And as fathers, we think kids don't know this shit like that. We think kids stupid. We honestly think kids stupid. All right. Like, hell nah. And because I had to think to myself, I realized so much shit at a young age. I was noticing shit when I was 6, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? I knew how, I ain't gonna get into that, but I just knew how certain things really what it was. You know what I'm saying? I was only 6 years old. Now, when I'm around my folks, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we got to keep that look like, yeah, like everything's normal. But y'all, these kids are playing dual personalities with you. Okay? These kids are playing dual personalities. All right? They try to make it seem like they're still babies. But trust me, it is a sponge going on, learning everything about the dad, knowing everything about the mom. All right? So you got to be the best example you can be, because these kids are soaking everything up. All right, you can't just say, well, I told him not to do it. I told him to do this. It ain't about telling them. You got to show the example. All right, you got to show an example. If you go use the bathroom and don't wash your hands, what you think your kid gonna do? All right, you can't go tell your kid, oh, why didn't I tell you wash your hands? Because they like, well, mommy, you don't wash your hands. Well, mommy, I never see you wash your hands. You see what I'm saying? And you expecting the child to go off words and not actions. Kids don't work like that. Kids see and they do. They don't hear and they do. They see and then they do. You know what I'm saying? They see and they do. All right? That's for sure. That's all these kids doing grown shit because they around somebody that's doing it. These kids ain't just waking up just doing shit. Hell nah. These are the examples that's been placed in front of them. So we can never blame any kids. Who's the grown folks around them? All right? Who's the grown folks around them? So I say that to say, spend time with your kids, okay? But my thing is, a lot of folks is fucked up individuals. A lot of y'all fucked up individuals. You know what I'm saying? Should have never had no kids in the first place. So I say that with man, I hope you don't go around the kid trying to force it, and then you knowing damn well you're not in your right mind to hear cries all damn day. Because a lot of y'all men done did some crazy shit. Like little stories I be like hearing about on the news, like shaking babies, trying to make the baby stop crying. Like, what the fuck? No, that ain't how you stop a baby from crying. You don't stop a baby from crying from yelling at a baby. You don't stop a baby from crying from shaking a baby. You gotta comfort the baby. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your shirt off. You gotta do that skin to skin. All right, you gotta do that skin to skin. Take that shirt off. You gotta put that baby face on your chest. You're gonna have to walk around, rock it a little bit. You gotta hold it close. A lot of y'all ain't never been compassionate. All right, a lot of y'all don't know compassion. You know what I'm saying? I treat my son, he's 2 years old, like he's still a baby. You know, I still talk to him firmly, but I don't treat him like man, toughen up, stop crying. I don't treat him like that. You know what I'm saying? Granted how hard I am on folks, I I'm not that tough on my kids. I get in their ass now, don't get me wrong. But I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? When there's something wrong with my boy, what's up? Talk to me. What's going on? Like when I see he's kind of hurt, I pick him up, hold him close to my chest. All right, I'm probably gonna do that for a while. You know what I'm saying? For a while. All right. So I don't think it's babying him. I don't think it's babying him because I also gonna be that tough, stern father also because that's really my persona. This new compassionate side of me was probably deep inside me the whole time, but I never gave it time to what's the word to show, if that makes sense. I never shifted my attention towards allowing myself to show compassion. My attention was always locked down, business. You feel me? I gotta do this. 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 You feel me? I gotta do this for my kids. I gotta build for them. And if that means I'm not around them, that it is what it is. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I remember saying that to my kids, Mom. This is before the consumer law. I remember saying, yo, I gotta, da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Either you want my time or you want me to be there and be broke, or you want me to be gone and be able to send you stuff, da, da, da. And you know, the woman is gonna be like, okay, I love the money, yes, you got, but man, you know, you missing a lot of stuff. She just started talking. She's walking now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it really hit me. My son, I say my son was born. I didn't make it to my son's when he was born, which really it really crushed me. All right, and I tell you why. Because again, I don't have anything to hide to nobody. Okay, because it's like I'm speaking to somebody that can understand what's going on. All right, so it's like when my son was born, I was trapping at the time. I was definitely trapping. So for those that trap, you know when you. Man, you got to keep that bag coming in. You know what I'm saying? You can't go low. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Because you feel me? Folks is coming. They need something. All right. And if you don't got the product, how's you making sales? So when I was trapping at the time, that was the only thing I was doing. I wasn't working. I said that's the only thing I was doing was trap. No hard drugs. It was marijuana. Okay. It was trapping marijuana. All right. So my son was about to be born. All right, so I go down to the hospital. He doesn't come. All right, so again, my phone is, and this is the mindset I was in, my phone going nuts. All right, for those that trap, y'all know you can't be gone too long. You see what I'm saying? That's why most trappers don't never really be traveling all. You know, you be asked trap, why you got all this money? Why you don't go there? Why you don't? Because they can't. Who gonna do the operations for them? You know what I'm saying? Now you're gonna have to trust somebody to run it for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's a whole nother situation. So a lot of times you gotta be there. All right, so in my mind, so I had to make a trip and go grab another load. All right, in my mind, I was thinking I could be back in time. Y'all, the universe works in so many ways. Okay, so my son didn't come when he was supposed to come. All right, so I had everything lined up. Okay, he gonna come here. He gonna come in on this around this time. He didn't come for another week. All right, so I'm down at the hospital. I ended up leaving. All right, straight up, we was trapped. I end up leaving. I catch a flight. I'm trying to book a flight, y'all. Back west, I'm trying to book a flight. The flight didn't go through 3 times. I tried to book the flight. Keep in mind, my son wasn't born yet. And his mom was like, oh, do what you got to do. Just make sure you come back. Just make sure you be back. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get a one-way there, one-way back. Yo, something, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to book the flight. 3 times the shit said decline. And I tried a whole different card. Decline. I'm like, what? I'm forcing it, y'all. So the 4th time I tried, the flight went through. All right, so the flight leaves the next morning. Y'all, I get on the flight right before it takes off. My son's mom's mom sends me a text that he's here. She's in labor. I'm on the fucking flight. So that was the universe saying, yo, don't leave. Like, where are you going? It's coming. Like, you rushing to go live in your worldly. You know what I'm saying? You trying to go keep up your worldly life when your whole blessing, your seed is coming. So I missed my son's labor. So I'm in California. All right. So I'm getting pictures and stuff. So I still continue to do what I'm doing. So I end up coming back the next day. But yes, that shit definitely hit me in a different way. Cause you know what I'm saying? His mom, she don't do it now. But she would bring it up. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even make it, did you? You know, you don't hear the end of that. You wasn't even there when and when she's right. She's right. But at the time when she telling me it, you know, in my mind, I'm like, I had to do this. You know, I had to dot, dot, dot. You know, I had to boom, boom, boom. If I didn't do this, who gonna pay this? Who gonna? You see what I'm saying? But the now me is looking back at it like, yo, she was right. Okay, and a lot of these women are right. For those fathers, the mother of your child, a lot of times they might come at you in the wrong way. They may disrespect you, call you a bitch ass nigga, call you a broke ass nigga. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. You pussy ass motherfucker. She might call you all that. All right, but the message up under all that toxicity, all right, the message at the end of the day is she needs help. Okay, she needs help. That's really what it is. She needs help. All right, so when I be having my kids and they be feeling like it be coming overwhelmed, I be thinking to myself, she needs help. Okay, because I'm gonna be real. If the mother of my kids didn't hold it down like how they hold it down, y'all, I wouldn't be able to give y'all valuable information like I give it to you. You see what I'm saying? I've had time to be able to, you see what I'm saying, study long hours, late nights, go. You see what I'm saying? I've had time. I didn't have any kids on my hip. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I got to give back. The only way you can give back is to show everything you've been doing is working towards to make everything easier for everybody, regardless if we together or not. You see what I'm saying? Regardless if you're together or not, you can't be worried about who she's fucking. I don't give a damn who they fucking. All right, but if you do anything to my kids, but man, I'm killing them. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I've been told them that. Like, you gotta make sure you understand who's around my kids because I'm not playing. All right, at all. All right, so I have that understanding. I had the understanding. Okay, so again, it's just being open-minded and understanding what's going on. If you don't want her having sex with nobody, if you don't want her dealing with nobody, man, you're gonna have to step up. You're going to have to give her what she asking for. You know she need that commitment. And you know you don't want to be committed. So I'm telling you to go ahead and, yo, you got to cut ties. Not saying stop being a good dad, but you got to stop trying to think you control what's between her legs. Okay? Because that's the one thing that makes that toxic situation even more toxic. Like, who you fucking? Like, thinking we always got control. Because I did the mother of my kids like that. I was always like, who over there? Knowing damn well I'm out here having multiple, you know what I'm saying? Like, knowing I'm having multiple women. And she's sitting there with my kids. No, I know she can't do anything. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, who the fuck do I think I am? All right, but again, you don't hear it from when the person is telling you. You got to actually look at yourself in the mirror and like, yo, who do you think you are? To think your time is more valuable than her time. Now, granted, regardless if she's the most logical, hell, you might get the kids and she might go be swimming in trash cans. I don't know what she do for a living. I don't know, but that's not your place to control. And I was trying to control that situation. I'm thinking in my mind like, yo, I'm doing this. If you ain't doing nothing, you gonna watch these kids. But it's like we don't even give them a chance to even be able to do anything because they always had kids. All right, so again, I'm not saying it's gonna be an easy transition. All I'm saying is like you're gonna have to understand like it's better to have two of you in a good position than just having one of you in a good position or none of you in a good position. Okay, so again, I am 30, so I'm not 21. So if I'm speaking for the ones that's 21, understand I already done did exactly what you're going through. And I probably sound like an old ass head saying that shit like, I did what you did already. I did what you know what I'm saying? But I'm just being honest with you. We really be thinking we know everything is going on. We 22. Hey, man, I didn't know shit. Now I look back at it, man, I didn't know nothing at 22, 23. Nothing at all. And the way I was carrying myself, just like I knew Man, I wish I could go back to my old self and beat my old self ass, like slap the shit out my old. Like, nigga, who the fuck you think you is? Broke ass nigga, who you think you? You gotta talk shit to yourself sometimes. Like real shit. I be talking shit to myself. That's why when somebody say something to me, I be like, oh, what? Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I beat myself up enough. Okay, I beat myself up enough. That's one of the reasons why I don't let nobody come on my comments or nothing like that and be saying just no crazy ass shit, y'all, because I done been through a lot of crazy ass situation that I done came out on top. Now, granted, I had to overstand, like I had to beat myself up and I had to overstand, like, yo, I was wrong, but 99.9% of everything I was going through, it was me. All right, but now that I'm able to see, like, yo, we're really the guys and we're really the controller to this game. You know what I'm saying? We can really control all situations. And I put myself to a test. You know what I'm saying? I had a talk with the mother of my kid one time and I just told myself, you know what, this time I just want you to shut the fuck up. I told myself this. Hey, I just want you to shut the fuck up. Let her talk. All right, don't cut her off when she say some crazy shit, because you know she gonna say some crazy shit. Just shut the fuck up. Listen to what she have to say. When you respond, say it in the most calm, cool, collected way. All right, don't get emotional. Don't get too high. Don't be too low. All right, and when I tell y'all that conversation shifted everything for us. All right, we became the best co-parents ever. Now, granted, we're not together, but we became the best co-parents ever. Now it's like, okay, I get my kids. We do 50-50 now. You know what I'm saying? You get them 2 weeks. I get them 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. So a lot of these situations can be cured with a simple conversation. But that conversation is never had. You don't come to that place until you look at yourself in the mirror. That shit ain't just, you can go call your mother, your kid right now and try to have that conversation. If you ain't looked yourself in the mirror, that whole conversation will go left, because you're going to resort to all your old triggers. I had triggers. I told her that, like, so when she say certain shit, because I was a certain way when my daughter was 2 that I'm not now. You know what I'm saying? So if I hear like you trying to compare me to my old self, when I got babies that I'm there for now, like you can't use that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it was little triggers in me that I had to overcome. Now if she tries it, not saying she does, I'm just saying if she tries it, I can overstep it, I can overlook it. Like, okay, I can see what she's trying to do right here. Let me just stay cool. All right, I'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying? I just get off the phone. No need to go back and forth, because I know my mouth go crazy. You know what I'm saying? When somebody disrespect me, if I let what? Y'all think I go crazy on these comments? I'll say it exactly to these folks' face. Okay, I said exactly to these folks. Not saying I'm a violent person, not like that, but it's like, I just don't feel the need to hold your tongue to nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I'm a grown man now. I would never disrespect nobody that disrespect me. All right, never. All right, but I understand sometimes these mothers can get a little crazy with their mouths. Man, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all women, y'all know the weak points to a lot of these men. You know what I'm saying? You know he don't got you know his financial situation ain't the best. You know he going house to house. He going to that girl house. He going to that girl. You think he just out hoeing. Man, no, man. He's an opportunist. He's broke. He don't like that big girl he having sex with. And again, nothing against big girls. Okay, nothing against big girls. But he don't like that big girl down the street. He just there because she feed him and he got somewhere to sleep. All right, that's really what it is. A lot of these men ain't gonna say that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's an ego thing. It's like, man, I got paper. Man, you don't got nothing. You don't even got your own place. All right? You don't even got your own place. Nobody can say they got money if they ain't got their own place. So, I had to pause. I had to let that marinate a little bit. To be real, I thought I heard my baby crying. You know, for all y'all that got kids, you know you got to hear that look. You got to stop everything. Like, oh, yeah, that's her. Okay. All right, y'all. I got to get up out of here. I'm going to get back on live. Let me get her situated. Because that's my youngest. She ain't like the other ones, you know. I can let my others cry and they'll go to sleep. She'll start screaming. Like, like, all right. You ready to throw a pillow at her. All right, but I'm going to get back on here, y'all. I'm going to get back because I got to finish that birth certificate. I got to finish the birth certificate and how they holding the money in the escrow. She's still crying. She's still crying. I think she stopped. Yeah, she's still crying. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm going to come back. She talks some man, bye.